Well, hey there, little doggies. Welcome back to Let's Play Red Dead Redemption. I'm MysteriousJG. Last time, we raced Bonnie McFarlane. Twice. For no reason. This time, we're going to have a word with the local sheriff here in the town of Ship of Armadillo. See if we can get his help in dealing with Bill Williamson, whom we have to deal with for some not very well understood by the player at this point reason. Political realities in Armadillo. Hey, it's Otis.
Excuse me.
Hey, you got a visitor.
I could use a nap.
Shut up, you. Now what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did.
Apparently so.
Do we know that the sheriff did either?
Why?
This guy's not the sheriff, by the way.
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting keep with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
You did a great job capturing this Williamson
Put your
boy
gun
who
down.
came in and to talk to you.
You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright. But he seems loyal.
He's actually not even
You want
loyal.
to get out of here for a minute?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Well, he's not here, so that's going to be difficult.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county.
Oh, yes, right. So your jurisdiction is what? Just Armadillo, period?
Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes.
But fuck you.
My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here.
So, make
Whole world has
sacrifices to
problems,
Baal
mister.
and...
And I'm here, doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
What's the
Right
buzz?
now?
Tell me what's happening.
I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
Well, Fort Mercer,
All right,
though.
tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy.
But first, you got to apologize to my
You're a
deputy.
persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
So they drink a couple shots and then decide to go take
head
out
over
some
to the saloon.
thugs. Oh, we might be going to go deal with the
Who are
Rocky
we looking
Raccoon.
for?
A bunch
He's over
of
in the local
two-bit
saloon.
hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
A lot of
You're
cracks.
happy to let them drink in your saloon.
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
You should be going around shooting everybody. Everybody, I say.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Oh, we can summon our horse too.
Let's go, Marston. I've been after that son of a bitch for months.
Booker
God
Bolton.
damn it, he's on to us. Get after him.
Well, that didn't take very long.
Yeah.
I think we may have just stolen
Ooh, now.
the marshal's horse. I'm not sure.
Walton's as bad as you say he is. Why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Beef him?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't
He's a
sound like
beautiful
he's a
speaker.
man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality, and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walt's gang includes there.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's the start, but there's plenty more where he came from.
I forgot I got this whole day and match his speed, so. Do not believe we're on a time limit here. We're following him to his hideout. Much like the joke.
Whoa! Ew!
Sorry, that was
He's headed
vaguely
for
a joke for
Pleasant's
Bobo,
house.
but
Let's stop so we can get a better look.
it's Donald Pleasant's house.
Whoa!
He's the Puma Man.
Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn! Take cover!
I knew I should have brought along my deputy.
We'll work our way up this hill.
I'll be impervious to damage,
Move
but
up
not
there,
all that
flanking
useful.
on your right. I'll cover you.
Oops, I didn't mean to come out of cover.
You're a coward, Lee Johnson.
You're about to tell me your maker, and I doubt he's too happy with you.
I can't. It's not letting me.
Take them all.
Oh, I'm shooting right through that.
You're shooting better there, boy.
I got him.
Now move up to that crate. I'll cover you.
Oh, I guess I'm trying to figure out the shooting controls.
You brought help, did you? Well, I'm gonna kill both of you.
Oh, there's only one. There's actually two of them.
Move up to that road. I'll keep you covered.
Yeah, but I want to search his body first. There's a way to
My
do that.
apologies, mister.
There's one of them. Watch out for that sneaky bastard behind the outhouse. What are you waiting for? Unload that thing.
I'm trying. I actually am having a real hard time figuring out why I can't fire.
That new deputy don't look like much.
Who wants it next?
I'm really getting confused about how firing
Now
works.
get behind that outhouse. Ain't sure we seen the last of them.
Make sure to search those corpses.
I hope you made peace with your maker before coming here.
Left and right.
You could
I
hit
just
a full
shot a-
head with a bag full of
I just shot a
banjos.
horse by mistake, so that was.
Whoever killed them all gets to keep the badge.
I've given you enough chances to walk away.
Damn you!
So I let myself get shot twice in the face in order to shoot him in the leg. That's how much badass power John Marston has.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston.
Although you were
Why don't you check
calling
in
me
with
out
me
for
next
being a
time
bad
you
shot
come?
for the entire mission.
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
You will be forced to become a law enforcement officer. It is your destiny. I didn't want to be one. I was forced into it. You find little structures like this out in the away from towns. They generally do tend to turn out to be bandit hideouts. Honorable people react negatively to low honor. I think it just affects what dialogue people have for you in the streets. But you can check your honor level, I guess. Your honor can be viewed in the stats. Oh, stats. So our honor is, we're the drifter. We are Alliance Samson. Yeah, we are a nobody and we're a drifter. So, new Austin areas discovered. 9 to 45. Nuevo, Paraiso, and West Elizabeth. I guess you can't really scroll down this screen. So yeah, you see the first place you start at is the biggest, and as you unlock extra sand box area, it's not really quite as much. But yeah, we went from having no money to $74 just from killing a bunch of dudes and looting their corpses. We don't actually get paid anything by the marshal for this. Oh, he's left us a long way of civilization. You quickly travel back to town using the travel destination feature of your camp. Open your satchel with... Okay, so I'm glad it taught us that, because I'd kind of forgotten about that. Hey, we got, grumble grumble. We got some enemy bait. And repeater ammo. True frontiersman is a master of all aspects of the wilderness. Skills like hunting and sharpshooting gain fame and money across the land. Okay, thanks. Seems like a random time to tell me, but... Path to becoming a true legend is long and hard. Try shooting birds and skinning coyotes.
Let's go.
So we can make camp, but that gives us the ability to save and also to fast travel. Now, fast travel to any inhabited location you have discovered. Otherwise, you can place a waypoint anywhere on the territory map and travel to the nearest road. So let's save first. Campfire, sleeping of the Old West. I don't want to save over that one, although actually I don't know that I'm ever going to load that save, so. And we can travel to, let's see, travel to Armadillo, McFarland Ranch. Let's go to McFarland Ranch. Try to do the Bonnie McFarland missions until they're pretty much done. Or if we get there at nighttime, there's a feature of the game I can show you that I may occasionally do off screen just to make cash, because you can. It's not terribly exciting. Well, actually, it can be. You can do like a night patrol around the ranch and get paid for it, and like, you know, typically there will be like a horse thief or something you will encounter, and you have to defeat them, and you get money for it. Or let's just hitch our horse and then walk on over to Bonnie's place. See, every time we have dialogue with her, I'm going to wonder if the dialogue is at all affected by whether or not we won that race. But even the dialogue of that mission, it doesn't seem to matter, so... Why don't you go into the general store and spend some of the money we made? Buying posters to begin hunting a bounty target.
Why, hello.
I got nothing but good, honest product.
That Marshal Johnson's got the weight of the world on his shoulders, all right.
So you can show all nearby herbs on the map. We can display all towns, settlements, landmarks, and hideouts and heading instead. It allows fast travel. That's probably worth buying. Snake oil refills the Deadeye meter. I thought that was what tobacco did. I guess we can have more than one item that does the same thing. We can get repeater ammo and revolver ammo. We don't have enough money, but we can buy, I'm probably pronouncing this wrong, Infested Ardennais, which is a sickly-looking dark brown horse. Jaded Tursk, Lusitano Nag. There's horses you can buy. It's similar to buying cars in GTA. If you buy the horse, it will, like, be saved at your, Oh, these ones aren't available anyway. The Kentucky Saddler, Golden Pearl Horse. Welsh Mountain Brown Horse, white stockings and blaze.
I hear the Blackwater Ledger's gonna print about a big fire in the east.
So we can buy ourselves a map.
Nice doing business with you.
Why do I feel like I just got robbed?
I hope you're satisfied by being robbed. See, he's being all nice. We're being kind of a douche nozzle. So let's use the Hennig Instead map, and that gives us an autosave. And if we are to check the map now, does it really make things that different? Worthington Ranch is marked. Maybe that wasn't marked before. I don't really know. Rio Bravo. It's just the Hennig Instead region anyway, so I guess it says it marks bandit hideouts. I don't know that that did anything, but there are ways to get money in this game. It's not like it will not be a huge deal to recoup $25. Well, Worthington Ranch might be the biggest thing that was added, and there's no stores down there, so got our stagecoach here, back to town, general store. We can now go for the wanted poster. Basically, that gives us a mission similar to the one we just did. There will be a red skull marked on the map where we got to go to that guy, and we can get money for killing him, or we get more money if we capture him alive, and he would usually have a bunch of dudes with him who are, like, you know, guarding him. It's actually significantly easier to kill them than it is to bring them back alive. So the fun challenge is trying to bring them back alive, and you got all these people trying to kill you. So trying to kill everyone else except for them, because they'll usually flee.
Well, hello there.
But for now, you've discovered all areas in Hennig Instead. Oh, that's what we could do, is go to the stats. It says 18 of 94 instead of, like, what it said before was 9. So I guess we did discover some stuff. Women and cattle. Can't live with them, can't live without them.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
Who's Lee Johnson?
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life.
Oh,
Well,
the marshal, maybe?
I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is that I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston.
And your hand gestures
do
are
you
very
do that?
confusing.
I wonder as a substitute for having anything interesting to say.
Probably, Miss McFarland.
I'm going to slap you.
Call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
It's time to nip this in the bud, Andy.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom.
We ran trains.
Killed people we didn't like.
We liked people we didn't kill.
Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family.
It sucks.
Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade.
In the big country, dreams stay with you.
My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met.
Yeah, that's...
People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money.
I want to reference
You know,
Unforgiven,
even now,
but
after
I'm
all
afraid we'll
his
get
labors,
sued.
My father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old.
So I got it worse than you.
His
I win.
eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago.
Even though that's not true. Let's
My
just say
mother
that.
died during childbirth. She was a prostitute, and he was her... Well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
Okay, you win. You got a sadder story than me. Fine.
What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read. Taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it.
Although I didn't die, so they got it
That's
worse.
the life I left. Or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie.
Call me
I'm an
McFarland.
uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston.
You're trying to make America great again.
Listen, can you help me?
I got my own problems. I just told you.
Try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
That doesn't involve murder. I'm not up for
We're
it.
in the right direction.
That's one way to get somebody to stop talking about themselves, is to ask them to help you herd cattle. Are you coming? Alright, you coming. So she's all flirty with him.
Done without a horse. All right, let's head
But
over to the cow pen.
it ends
it's
because
about time a
eventually he
budding farmer
reveals
such
he
as
has a
yourself
wife.
learned how to herd cattle.
Come on.
You've begun earning the loyalty of your mount. It has now increased stamina due to this bond. But I believe we're a mission or two short from replacing it, so...
It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
And why I'm
I didn't
hard
know
all the
you had a
time.
wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
Oh, poor Bonnie. You could tell she was into him, right? Bonnie's totally into John Marston.
Easy now.
Okay, so I gotta move into position behind the herd and avoid getting stuck on
Control
Bonnie's
that horse, will ya?
I'll control your horse. I don't know what that means, but I'll do it. Okay, I just got done telling you about my tragic past, so now you're making fun of body odor.
That's it. Stay behind them, Mr. Marston.
Stay behind him, Mr. Marston.
Nice job, Mr. Marston.
You rule.
Look at the
Let's go.
Yes, there is a cow herding minigame. I don't know that you ever get to do this as like a free play sandbox activity. I think it's pretty much this mission, and then maybe there's a mission later in the game where you also herd cattle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to be careful not to spoil it, but late in the game, there's an unusual return to these types of missions. This really feels like something you do early in the game, but then later in the game, plot takes a turn where we actually do like some of this sort of domestic farmy type stuff. There's actual wild horses in this game. Because they used to actually have wild horses. Not a big thing these days.
Keep going, Mr. Marston.
All right, let's move this large herd out to the far pasture.
Okay.
Yeah.
The old oak tree. Where we tie a yellow ribbon around it after we've moved the cows there.
I'll hand
Come on.
You stay with the main herd.
Oh, okay. I figured I had to get them all,
Barney's
apparently.
gonna love this.
Whoa there.
Come on.
That's a big herd for your first time.
I like the way you handle that herd, Mr. Marston.
You should learn to ride before you learn to herd.
Well, I beat you in a race, bitch. And then went back and lost intentionally to see if there's new dialogue, and there wasn't, so... Screw you. I'm trying to get the stragglers. I guess you'll take care of that, huh? No, you don't. Just like trying to herd cats, which is significantly harder than herding cattle. Oh, no, the cows are getting stuck on each other.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Listen,
Thank you,
cow.
Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
You can hang out with my cows for a while. Hey, we actually got paid money for that. I noticed in the cinematics some flowers that I was going to pick, but I'm no longer seeing them. Where were they? We said I thought I saw some wild feverfew. If you ride close to flowers, they appear on your map, and actually. Wild animal you kill in the wilderness can be skinned. You can actually sell the pelts for cash. I missed it. I killed one. I can't find its, So yes, hunting and skinning animals is actually one way to make money in the game. You can sell the pelts. I believe there may even be a crafting system. Wait, what? So something is happening with someone else being chased by the law, and I don't know whether it's a good idea to get involved. But you saw there was something there about the challenge. I unlocked the Hunter Challenge. 5 coyote pelts, and I will become a legend of the West somehow. I'm not messing with the law, man. I'm just trying to skin my coyote.
This'll fetch a good price.
You may also be able to find individuals willing to put these raw materials to unique uses. Yeah, there are some quests that center around collecting. Oh, I got meat, not a pelt. Okay, I did get a pelt. Definitely heard some coyotes. But the big risk is you pull out your gun to shoot a coyote and end up shooting something else. Like, I wouldn't want to shoot this guy without meaning to.
You're being stupid, mister.
How am I being stupid? Who are you and why are you staring at that rock?
This is just a job to me. I don't mean you any personal harm, so don't do me.
Hey, I'm not really sure what's going on there.
Come on.
But yeah, there are challenges involving hunting certain animals and picking certain flowers. There is a lot of unpopulated wilderness in this game.
That's what I wanted.
Which I suppose, now that I think about it, they're going back to like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. You got big areas of not a whole lot going on. So we've started the first rank. It's a survivalist challenge as well. And the survivalist challenge is collect 6 wild feverfew. So 5 coyote pelts, 6 wild feverfew. And they get more involved and more difficult as you go. And if you really concentrate on doing them, you end up getting to a point where you're going to have to collect stuff that doesn't actually grow. I've started the marksman challenge. I'm just starting challenges all over the place. By shooting a flying bird. What a dick. Oh, there's more coyotes. Kind of want to find this bird, and I think they're actually attracted by the corpses. So I got an eagle feather or hawk feathers. I'll go chasing the horses. I didn't actually see what the sharpshooting challenge was. Shoot and kill 5 flying wild birds. So, again, not attempting a 100% completion run of the game or anything like this, but that is the kind of thing you can do. Just like get all of the marksman challenges, get all of the survivalist challenges, etc. There are definitely coyotes around. Yeah, that guy just shot a coyote.
Let's go.
Well, I'd hate for it to go to waste. Let's take advantage of his work.
This is a messy one.
This is fun. I like killing. So we've got some more coyote meat.
And that is that.
Heck, we might finish this coyote challenge here before I decide to call it a video.
Come on. Let's get this over with.
Stop splashing blood on the fictional camera, John Marston. Hope the coyotes don't start coming for revenge. Is that a coyote? Looks like a raccoon. Like, I barely saw it.
Lie still.
Oh, I love murdering animals. Okay, so we passed the wilderness Master Hunter rank 1. It's easy when you let someone else do some of the killing. Yeah, I'll let you go. I don't think there's any more coyotes to be killed for the hunter. Yeah, now it's deers. We're after deer now. Although a coyote will attack you in this game. And again, you can sell the pelts.
You stink.
This is seem to be a whole lot of birds that were taken off. Yeah, there we go. I'm not into hunting at all in real life, but killing virtual animals? Sure. Come on, keep up, horse. I know you have no idea where I'm going and what I'm doing, but keep up. So, how close am I now on that marksman sharpshooter challenge? Yeah, you don't even have to collect the feathers. That's just totally up to you. Alright, so let's set up camp and I'll figure out where we're going to go in the next video. For now, let's go save. There's a few more missions to do for Bonnie. Like I said, I like the character Bonnie McFarlane, but she, after you do a series of missions for her, there's not a whole hell of a lot for her to do. Once you really get hard and heavy into your, revenge killer path, well, it doesn't have all that much to do with it, so I'll call it a video here. When we come back, folks, we've got more exciting fun with Red Dead Redemption. I'm MysteriousJG. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.